leaving a legacy. We want to become living legends. So it's very important for us to have an awareness of three areas, and that is the world that is around us, the world that is in us, and the world that is beyond us. One is physical, one is mental, and one is spiritual. And being able to be in connection with that is very, very vital for your success today, tomorrow, and forever. And I believe that you are called to be successful forever. That whatever you build today will be sustained and remain on the earth, bringing glory and honor to the Father, and that you produce fruit that remains. So I want to give you some principles. There are three stages to awareness, and I want to go right into them. I'm going to be brief in giving these to you today, but this is just a video introduction on some of the material that we're going to be covering the next few weeks, and I want you to be a part of it. I don't want you to miss not one time that we meet in the next few weeks, because I believe that this will be key for you to be successful in the many areas that you go into, whether it be family, business, or ministry. You will want to use these stages, and you need to know where you're at. You need to know where you're conscious at in each realm, in each world. So I want to give you Proverbs 4, 7, and 8, very popular scripture. I'm sure that you know it, and you could probably quote it right off the cuff. It says, wisdom is the principal thing, therefore get wisdom, and with all you're getting, get understanding. Be aware. Have an awareness in your business. Have an awareness in your family, in your home. What's going on with my children? What's going on in my home? What's going on with my wife? What is going on with my husband? What is going on in my business? Is somebody trying to take from me? Is somebody trying to sabotage my clients? Is somebody trying to steal from me? And in ministry, is somebody trying to split my church? Is somebody trying to tear my ministry down? Being aware of all these situations is key for us to be successful and to know what is going on around us. And then it says that if you exalt her, she will promote you. Who will promote you? Wisdom, awareness. Awareness of a knowing will bring you to the next level. And I want all of us to go to the highest level. And then it says, she will bring you honor when you embrace her. Everybody wants to be an honorable person. Everybody wants a success. And I believe with us all walking in awareness in every area of our life, that we will not only have honor, but that we will succeed in all of those areas. My goal is to be the most successful husband that I can ever be. My goal is to be the most successful and father and sowing into my children that I can be. My goal is to be the most successful church planter, apostle, sowing into people that I can be. And in business, I want to be a producer. I want to build so that it remains and that it doesn't fall and die once I'm gone. And that has to do with people, and we've talked about that before. See, I want to give these to you. For you to be successful today, tomorrow, and forever, you're going to have to be aware. You're going to have to walk with an awareness. You're going to have to walk with a consciousness. Now, the first stage is alertness. Now, this is about the physical realm that we're in, the world that is around us. And most of us, we're at that stage, or else you wouldn't be watching this video, because alertness having to do with the physical realm is, number one, alive. You're breathing. That's how we know that you're alert. I mean, there's breath, you're breathing, you're alive, you have a heartbeat, the blood's flowing through your body. So you're at least alert in the area that you're alive. That if they hook up a monitor to you, they'll say, yes, this person is still alive. The second evidence is that you're awake. You're not only alive, but you're also awake. You have a hearing. You are conscious in this physical realm. And the last one is that you're watchful, that you see things, you recognize things. You see a stop sign and you stop. You see someone slam on the brakes, and then you slam on your brakes so you don't run into them. If you're not alert, you'll crash right into them. If you're on your cell phone, if you're texting, if you're paying attention to something else, you will get in a wreck. Why? Because you were not aware that the person in front of you was slamming on the brakes. But this is the first stage and the most common stage that almost everybody that you see walking around, they're pretty much alert most of the time, unless they're distracted. And I believe distractions is the enemy's way of sabotaging our success. All through the day, you'll have distractions come against you to keep you from going where you're supposed to go and accomplishing what you're supposed to accomplish today. Remember, it's successful today, tomorrow, and forever. All right, let's go to the next one. The second one is mindfulness. This is mental. This is the world that is within you. So when in the second stage, not only are you alert, but you're mindful of things. You're mindful of your surroundings. You're mindful of what's going on around you. First off, you're conscious. You're thinking. Your mind is rotating. You're seeing things through your eyes, so you're alert, and you're processing things through your mind. So you are in a place of awareness that you're breathing, you're seeing, you're hearing, and now you're thinking in this second stage. The next part of the second stage is insight. You're not only thinking, but you're also learning. You're reading books, you're studying material, so you're bringing yourself up another level in your learning. Now, the next one in this stage is understanding. You're not only thinking and learning, but you're engaging, you're doing. See, when we understand something, we walk with a different confidence. If I understand how to build a house, do you think that I'm just going to sit? No, I'm going to go build a house. I'm going to engage in that so that I can produce. So when we have an understanding of something, we should be going to do it. We should be conscious enough. We should be in that stage of awareness that, yeah, you need a house built. I know how to build a house. So here, you pay me and I'll build it for you. So you have that understanding. If you have an understanding in finances, or this is the tax season and someone knows how to do taxes, they are aware of how to do your taxes, so you will pay them because they have an understanding of how to do it. Now, if you have an understanding to do it yourself, then you do it yourself. You're conscious in that area. You're thinking, you're learning, and now you're engaging. So the last and highest level is enlightenment. And this is the level that we want to get to. We want to get to the highest level. So in the first stage, you're alert. You're breathing. You're hearing. You're seeing. In the second stage, you're conscious. You're thinking. You're learning. You're engaging. You're applying everything that you know. And then in the last one, enlightenment, this is the spiritual. This is the world that is beyond you. This is the world that no one can see. But if you're an enlightened person, you can see, you can know. Now, the first sign of being enlightened is you have a sensibility. You have a sensibility. You carry what we would call the sixth sense. You carry the sixth sense of faith. You are picking up a higher frequency than most people, meaning that you don't have to see it to believe it. You have faith that you can do this. You're walking at a whole nother level. There's a lot of people, they need proof. Prove it to me. Show me the facts. I need to see the facts on the paper. Well, if I'm an enlightened person and I'm at this stage, I can't always give you facts. How do I know? Faith. I believe that this is going to happen because I'm a faith person. I believe that I can go to this level. I believe that I can do it. How do I know that you'll go to the highest level through these stages of awareness? Faith. I know that when you walk into enlightenment, that you go to the highest level of awareness. And you know things that other people don't know. You see things other people don't see. And you go places other people can't go because you're at that level. The next one is discernment. You see the source. When you're an enlightened person, you see the source. You don't just hear what people are saying. You know why they are saying what they're saying. You go to the source. It's another level. It's you seeing beyond their words. It's not a question of them saying and trying to figure out why they're saying what they're saying. You know why they said that, and because you have a discernment that cuts straight to the source. And this is a great level to be at, especially in every area. Family. Why are your kids saying that? Well, you're discerning that they are in need of something. You're discerning that they are lying. You're discerning that they're trying to pull the wool over your eyes. As a parent, when you carry that discernment and you're enlightened to the truth, Man, that your children can't pull it over on your eyes. The same way in business and in ministry. Someone comes to you and says, I have this gift. I can do this. I can do that for you. Well, why are they saying that? Are they trying to get over on you? Or do they really have that? And when you discern at this level, you're picking up a highest frequency that you have, what I call the next one, a knowing. The knowing is you hear the voice. See, the voice, there is a knowing that no situation or voice could shake you or change you, because you know that it's coming from the originator, the creator, the true voice of God. So there's nothing. And here's the thing about spirit. When God says it, it's unchangeable. It doesn't change. God doesn't say something to you today and then tomorrow He changes His mind. No, either you did not pick up the right voice, or you didn't hear the voice at all. Because God's not going to tell. I like this one in the church world. God's led me to this church. I'm here to serve you. God's called me here. And then 3 months later, God's called me to another place. Liar. You didn't hear the voice of God. Either you didn't hear the voice of God, or you just decided that you were going to go to the church, or you was going to leave because you got mad or you got offended of something. So it's a knowing. So it doesn't change. It doesn't change tomorrow when my surroundings change. The surroundings don't impact enlightened people. People that walk by the voice of God. People that are led by the Spirit of God. Situations don't change us. Circumstances don't change us. No, this is what God said. This is what we're going to do. And I'll give you a testimony before I go and we go into this teaching this week. We're going to break down every one of these stages, and we're going to gain some understanding so that you can go to each level and you can walk in each one of these levels. Now, my situation would be moving to Ohio on faith, on the Word of the Lord. Now, by looking at my circumstances and my surroundings, everything around me would say that I made the wrong move. Where we're at, where the ministry is at. It should be further. We should have more. We should be doing more. Da-da-da, da-da-da. There's all kinds of things that we could bring up and that the enemy tries to put in your mind. Not only the enemy, but other people. Other people will tell you, you made a mistake. You did this. You did that. But when you know, and you're an enlightened person, you truly heard the voice of God, it's not going to change. I'm not going to wake up tomorrow and say, hey, I think I'm going to move here, or I'm going to move there, or we're shutting down this, or we're shutting down that. We're not going to change. I'm not going to change because there's a knowing. I was enlightened to the call of where God told me to be, what I was supposed to do, and there's no other voice, there's no other person, there's no situation or circumstance that is going to change that. I'm going to plant and stay and do exactly what the voice of God told me to do. And tomorrow when I wake up, when God says it, that's what we're going to do. And I encourage you to do the same. I want to take you to a place of enlightenment. I want your business, your family, and your ministry to succeed, and you pick up the highest frequency that there is in awareness. That you'll be aware of the world that is around you. You'll be aware of your thought patterns, your thought process, your belief system that is in you. And then you'll be aware of the world that is beyond you, the spiritual realm, the spiritual world. What is going on behind the scenes that I can't see with my natural eyes, that I can know that I know that this is the will of God. And I have a bunch of scriptures that'll go with this, and I'm excited about getting into this, and I'm excited about teaching this, and I'm excited to see you.